Hi everyone, welcome back to my studio, this time for another time-lapse video. I had said in a previous video that I hadn't been filming anything lately. I've been giving myself a break of being able to just create without worrying whether or not I'm recording it. And that's been really nice, having a nice break from that. And this piece behind me is one of my favorites from things that I've done recently. And so imagine my surprise and happiness when I went to use my camera the other day and discovered footage on there that I'd actually filmed the making of this piece. So that's what we're going to look at today. I painted this, I meant to check before I filmed this introduction, but it's been weeks. It may have even been a month ago. I can't remember when I painted it. So normally I would show the process in time-lapse form and speak over it, kind of telling you, what I was thinking or, what I was doing and things as I'm creating it. The problem is I can't remember. It was, like I said, it was, weeks ago. So I guess we'll just have to take a look at it and see what happens. So here it is. Well, I start with yellow. I remember that much. I think I went into this just thinking I'm just going to. I think I was still in doodle mode. Like I started the that large painting, my last time lapse. I started it as a doodle, but I started with black. I think in the case of this one, I decided I was going to go in with the same doodle mentality, but I was going to use warm colors and see, see from there. Basically, I guess that's as far as I thought ahead of it. So I think that's what I'm doing here, is just making shapes, yellow, orange, and now I'm going to go in with some red. And I'm kind of making some shading coming off of the shapes, just to try to give them some, I don't even know. I don't want to say, I almost wanted to say depth, but that's not what I mean. I don't know, dimension maybe. Excuse me. So at this point I'd done all the warm colors, and then I decided to go in with a cool color. Just kind of doing the same thing, just making shapes and making some shading coming off of them. And I actually kind of like the way it looks just as it is. It's kind of interesting to me, visually. I wish I could say what I was thinking as I was doing it, but I really can't remember. So, the turning it around, I was looking to see if I was going to see anything, if I was going to see a face or anything, and in the end, I think I just decided to just bring one out, although I may have seen an eye. Yeah, right there I saw an eye, and then just built off of that eye. I've said before, I feel like my painting is a lot like snapshot photography. Um, standard portrait photography, everything's in focus and in frame and it's perfectly posed, whereas snapshot photography, you might catch somebody in the midst of doing something, part of their head might be cut off, or maybe it's a little blurry or things like that. I love that aspect of photography, historical photography and things like that. And sometimes I feel like my painting is like that. This particular style that I do anyway is because some of the faces I see or bring out, they're not perfectly in frame or even in focus. So now I've brought the face out, and I'm going in and just trying to put some light colors in as like highlights to give it some, just to give it some highlight, give it some depth or dimension or something. I liked it right from the start, though. This piece, I don't even know what it is about it. It might be the eyes, the sunken sockets, but then the glowing eyes, and in particular, once I go in and put the little white specks that imitate light reflecting off of the eyes, um, just really appeals to me. There we go, right there. Those little dots. And there it is. I still don't have a title for it, but I like it. Thanks so much for watching.